Welcome to Flickering Myth Gaming's 7-day replay. I'm your host, Alan Christian, and joining me as always is Gerald James.
Hello.
Oh, you don't have to wave, they can't see you. We got a jam-packed week of mediocre news this week. It's going to be awesome. We got some news on all of that. WATA, heritage auctions.
It's all WATA under the bridge.
We got some PlayStation cross-gen controversy, and we've got a bunch of Nintendo Switch rumors that are stupid. Stay tuned. We'll get into all of it. Let's start off with those Nintendo Switch rumors. There's a couple of them going around right now. One, there's going to be a September Nintendo Direct. It's not a rumor. It's not worth it. It's not news. Stop clicking on these videos. There's almost always a September Direct.
Keep clicking on these videos, though.
Yeah, click this video. Thank you. If you clicked because we put that clickbait in the headline, welcome. It's not news. Yes, there probably is going to be a Nintendo Direct this month. There generally is. The rumors that you're having where people were saying it was this past week, that was just somebody trying to get some clout, look like they know what they're talking about. It's a gamble. I mean, like, it's YouTube roulette, right? Like, it's just like, I could say right now that 2 weeks from now is when the Nintendo Direct is going to be. And
Breaking
there's like 25% chance that I'm right. and if that got me thousands of clicks, hey, we're in it.
Good job.
Beautiful. People will think that I have an inside scoop at Nintendo.
It's my uncle.
It's my uncle. It's Gerald's uncle. It's noise. It's noise is all it is. Just wait until Nintendo announces that it's going to happen, because it's going to happen. I don't understand. Like, when every week might be a Nintendo Direct, why is this news? Why is it even worth a rumor? Just assume that any week might be a Nintendo Direct. And no week is ever going to be a Nintendo Direct. The other one is that Game Boy, Game Boy Color, and maybe even Game Boy Advance is coming to the Nintendo Switch Online service. This is people treating this like news when it is literally just like sprawled out from like a podcast. And it might be coming. But it's not news. It's not. That's all we do here with rumors, is just tell you to shut up. I don't know how many times people need to build themselves up for disappointment in the gaming community before they stop. Just stop. Just wait until something's announced.
But what happened to my YouTube channel?
Game Boy coming to Nintendo Switch Online would be wonderful, and I want that.
I don't.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why not?
Just give us the good games from the two systems you already support first.
That is true. That is true. I'm not super excited to get the Game Boy on there for them to like release, I don't know, the Mary-Kate and Ashley games, or
Hey, those are rad.
yeah. Or
License
you
to
know,
Drive.
yeah. Or Frogger 2.
Bangers all.
And that's all I can expect from the Nintendo Switch Online at this point, is those kind of bangers. Like, I don't care. Give me Virtual Console. Or at least just throw all the Metroids up there. Horizon Forbidden West, the sequel to Horizon Zero Dawn, if anybody needed that outlined, I don't know, is coming to the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5. And if you buy it on the PlayStation 4, you don't necessarily get it on the PlayStation 5 unless you bought some specific like digital package.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Don't ask me for details. We don't do details here. We tell you to look it up. A lot of people are upset that this isn't the same as like Microsoft's doing with Smart Delivery, where if you buy a game on the Xbox One, you automatically have the Series X, Series S version of it. And it's great that Microsoft does that, and God bless them. And I'm not saying anybody that thinks that Sony's tact here is shitty is wrong. I'm not saying that at all. I am just saying that it is odd that this is the first generation that this has really been a thing. I think Gerald kind of brought up some stuff that might have been a little similar cross-gen last gen, but it wasn't widespread one way or the other.
It was launch window.
Yeah, launch window. And you're well past the launch window with at this point already, and definitely by the time Horizon comes out. And I think it's weird, and I don't want to use the word entitlement because again, like, I get it. Sony's using the word entitlement. Dual entitlements is what they're calling it. I get it. I get people being upset, but at the same time, it is weird that this is expected so much when it's a pretty new concept in gaming. Used to, like, if it came out on two systems and you didn't have the new system yet and you bought it for the old system, when you bought the new system, you would have to buy it again. And these are all like, it's cross, you can cross play. It's backwards compatible. Yeah. You might not have the brand newest version, but I don't know. All I'm saying, internet, calm down. I'm shouting into the void. Week before last, we didn't cover it last week because it was still a little too fresh and all parties hadn't weighed in on it. But YouTuber Carl Jobst, I believe is how you pronounce his name, dropped a video digging into the WATA heritage auctions, kind of, back and forth, double dealing, backhanded stuff. I'm looking at Gerald like he's going to give me something on this. I don't know why. He did a video. We're going to link that below. It's about an hour long, and I cannot go into everything here. I cannot remember everything there, except that I remember that and not only did it validate what we've been talking about here for the past couple months with these auctions of sealed, graded retro games seeming fishy, and the market being artificially inflated. It deals with that, and it is way more blatant and way more it's just way more scummy. Mm-hmm. Than I even expected. And I expected it to be pretty scummy. But collectors markets don't work this way. They don't work in a way of like, all of a sudden, this game that everybody knows about, a specific sealed, graded version of it, in the span of like 2 years, jumps up from being like $10,000, which was already ridiculous for a sealed Mario 64. And then you get a $2 million, not even noteworthy pressing of a sealed Super Mario Brothers. And they just jumped up exponentially. That's not how collectors markets work. I mean, it kind of is, in that these same people have done this same shit to every collector's market, from coin collecting to comic book collecting. It's ridiculous. Watch Carl Jobst's video on that if you were curious about that. I know we've brought it up several times on this show. I highly recommend watching that video. We kind of held off on talking about it because, one, it was getting pretty well talked about. We weren't bringing it to brand new crowds, but we did want to follow up because we have mentioned it here. And at the same time, we wanted to let it play out, wanted to see what WATA and Heritage Auctions had to say about it. And the answer to that is not much. They said that there was misinformation and inaccuracies in the video. That's all they said. They didn't outline any misinformations or inaccuracies in the video. That would have been, would have probably meant maybe something was wrong.
They went with the Shaggy defense. It wasn't me.
Fuck. Yeah, they pretty much just said there are inaccuracies in that video and it misrepresents things. Made no effort to clarify it. Just invited Carl to their headquarters so that he can see how the sausage is made. And that sausage is dubiously graded video games.
Put it in a box, give it an arbitrary number, and go.
Yup. In upcoming games this week, we have on September 7th, Fist. It's FIST, and it stands for something that I should have written in my notes.
Forged in Shadow Torch.
Forged in Shadow Torch. I don't know what that means, but it's like Watership Down meets mechs, I guess, and also like in a Metroidvania style. You're a rabbit with a mech hand on his back that can punch things. I don't know. I'm into it. You should be too. September 7th. Bus Simulator 2021. Also on the 7th, we have Sonic Colors Ultimate coming to everything, right? Is it coming to the next gen? I don't know. Maybe not, but you can play it on there.
It's backwards compatible.
It's backwards compatible, and it's just a fucking Sonic game. Came out way more derisive than I intended it to.
It's fucking Sonic, who cares? Blue piece of fuck.
I like some Sonic games. You know, the good ones from 30 years ago. September 10th, we have NBA 2K22. That's getting harder and harder to say every year, Gerald.
Never broke again.
Basketball is back. September 10th also has Tales of Arise, an RPG that Gerald assured me people will like. And also on September 10th, WarioWare. Get it together. Looks like a great WarioWare game. It's a WarioWare game where you can actually play as Wario.
I didn't know that was the problem before.
Yeah, no. You don't play as Wario in WarioWare games.
I don't know.
Yeah. You just do wild mini games and he's there to be to Wario around sometimes. I don't know.
I didn't know that was a verb.
Yeah. Wario is a verb. And now you know. And knowing is good. And my game suggestion this week. We got Metroid Dread coming up. I've talked about Metroid Dread. Everybody knows that I'm excited for it. Go play Super Metroid. Super Metroid is like one of the greatest games of all time. Like, I don't even think that's up for debate, right?
Is it a Metroidvania?
No, it's not. It's not a Metroidvania. It's search action. Anyway, it's fantastic. If you need me to sell you on it, why? But it is on Nintendo Switch Online. That is one of the good games that they actually put there. So go play it there. Or emulate it. I don't care. That's it for this week, guys. We really enjoyed having you. Thanks for coming to our house. We will see you next week, as always, with 7 more days of news.